Leeds, a city known for its calm mornings, narrow cobblestone lanes, and people who still greet each other at the corner shops. For years, it stood as one of Yorkshire's most peaceful cities, where crime felt like something that happened somewhere else. But on a cold October evening in 2025, that illusion of safety shattered forever. It began in a quiet neighborhood called Chapel Allerton, rows of semi-detached houses, golden leaves scattered across wet pavements, and streetlights flickering over the mist. Among the residents lived Emily Carter, a 27-year-old nurse at St. James's Hospital. She was known for her warmth, the kind of person who'd check in on elderly neighbors or drop off soup for a sick friend. Her colleagues described her as sunshine in scrubs. No one imagined she'd soon become the center of a story that would haunt the entire city. On the night of October 12th, Emily finished her late shift and walked home around 10:15 p.m. CCTV captured her smiling at a bus driver, her steps calm, her phone in hand. The next morning, her friend and flatmate, Sophie, woke up to find her room empty, bed unmade, uniform on the chair, and her phone lying face down on the kitchen counter. Emily was gone. Police were called immediately. At first, there was no panic. Maybe she'd gone to meet someone or taken a walk. But as the hours passed, unease turned to fear. Her handbag was found near Roundhay Park, just a 10-minute walk from home. Inside it were her ID, purse, and house keys. The only thing missing, her phone's SIM card. Detectives from West Yorkshire Police launched a full-scale investigation. The area was cordoned off, search dogs brought in, and locals questioned. But there were no signs of struggle, no blood, no witnesses. It was as if she had simply vanished into the fog. Then, 3 days later, a jogger made a grim discovery, a body half buried under a bridge near Meanwood Beck. It was Emily. The post-mortem revealed bruising on her wrists, a small cut behind her ear, and traces of sedatives in her system. Her death wasn't just a random attack. It was deliberate and planned. News spread across the city like wildfire. Candlelight vigils were held outside the hospital where she worked. People cried for a girl they didn't even know. But behind the headlines, detectives faced a maze of contradictions. Emily's phone records showed her last message was to someone named Tom R., a man who lived just 2 streets away. He was one of her patients, recently discharged, recovering from a minor surgery. Neighbors recalled seeing him at Emily's flat once or twice, helping her with some plumbing work. Tom was polite, quiet, maybe too quiet. When questioned, he said he'd only spoken to Emily about his recovery, nothing more. Still, police noticed something odd. During the nights following Emily's disappearance, Tom's lights were off completely, no activity inside. Yet his phone data showed movement. Long drives around Leeds at midnight, his car pinging across CCTV cameras on the outskirts. When officers searched his house, they found freshly cleaned carpets, missing curtains, and traces of bleach in the sink. But the DNA results came back inconclusive. The fibers on Emily's jacket matched several possibilities. Without a direct link, they couldn't arrest him. The city grew restless. Rumors spread. Some said Emily had a stalker from the hospital. Others believed she was being blackmailed. Every lead ended in confusion. Weeks later, a breakthrough came from Emily's old tablet found in her drawer. Forensic technicians retrieved deleted voice notes. One stood out, recorded just 2 days before her death. In it, Emily sounded nervous. He's been acting strange. Keeps asking where I go after work. Says he worries about me walking home. But it doesn't feel like care anymore. It feels like control. The he she spoke of was Tom. With this new evidence, police re-interviewed him. This time his calmness broke. He confessed that he had followed her the night she died. He claimed he only wanted to protect her. But when she confronted him near the park and told him to leave her alone, something inside him snapped. The argument turned physical. She fell, hit her head, and stopped moving. In panic, he dragged her body near the creek and covered it with leaves. Tom's tears in the interrogation room were cold, not of guilt, but fear. Fear of losing control, fear of exposure. He was arrested and charged with manslaughter and obstruction of justice. When the court hearing began, Leeds watched in silence. People whispered Emily's name in hospitals, classrooms, and coffee shops. Her parents sat in the front row, holding hands, listening to every word. The prosecution played her final voice note. The courtroom went quiet. Not even the judge moved for a full minute. The truth was no longer hidden. It wasn't a stranger or a faceless killer. It was someone trusted, someone familiar. A friendly face that turned fatal. Outside the courthouse, as rain began to fall, Sophie, Emily's best friend, said softly to a reporter, "She always saw the good in people. Maybe that's what killed her." Her words echoed across Britain, shared thousands of times online, not because of shock value, but because they revealed something hauntingly human, the danger that hides in kindness, the risk of trusting too much. Leeds has since returned to its rhythm. Buses move, markets open, laughter fills the pubs. But every October, the locals still light candles near that bridge. Some say when the fog settles, you can almost hear a quiet voice whisper through the mist, a reminder that even in the safest cities, evil can wear a gentle smile. So tonight, as you walk through quiet streets or scroll through familiar faces, remember Emily Carter, a girl who believed in goodness until the night it took her life. Like, share, and subscribe for more true stories from the dark heart of the United Kingdom, where truth often hides in plain sight.